Hello, this is Streams Unleashed. We are here for another of our CAS updates for the Disney Princess Legacy Challenge and our Disney Princess Club. We are here with Fiona, one princess that I also do really love just because of how sassy she is and really unafraid to be who she really is, even though it's not very ladylike. And I guess I always grew up loving Beauty and the Beast. Like, I absolutely loved Beauty and the Beast. And this was kind of like another sort of version of it without being a version of it, if you understand what I mean. Kind of like the reverse happened. It would have been like if Belle turned into a beast as well, which actually would have been pretty cool if you think about it. But yeah, I absolutely love this movie. I love the music with it. I loved the musical. If you haven't seen the musical, it's absolutely hilarious. The songs are great and kind of give a lot of depth to the character as well. So if you haven't seen it and you like musicals and plays and stuff, I would greatly recommend it. I believe I saw it on YouTube here, so if I find it, I will go ahead and link it in the bottom as well. That way, if you haven't seen it, you want to see it, you can find it. Oh, also, if you haven't noticed her name yet, Fiona Rogers is kind of like ogres, only I put an R in front of it and I thought it was clever. Only I'm not quite as clever as I thought I was. It's kind of my own little punny thing, I guess. Sort of. Kind of like with the whole Swanson thing. Odette Swanson. I kind of went with the whole green ogre thing. Just a tiny bit. And I thought it kind of went well with it. I think I kind of went with that because it reminded me of Shrek's kind of shorts, and so I think that's why I went ahead with her formal wear like that. I think at first I was thinking of doing her wedding dress or something for formal, but then I decided against it because I'm not going to actually be playing them. And usually when I play a sim, I put their formal as their wedding dress. That way when they get married and I can have like my own little excitement there and fun. I kind of went with how I thought Fiona would be in this real world. I almost went with this kilt. I think I might have ended up with a kilt because I wanted to bring some of the Scottish accent that came with the voice actor that chose, or technically that was second chosen. I can't remember his name right now, but they had like 85% of all the lines done, recorded and everything, and then the actor died of a drug overdose. Can't say I've done drugs at all. Not even marijuana or done a bong. Personally, so I'm not sure about the addiction through that. And if you haven't done it and you're underage and thinking about it, I strongly suggest that you do not. There are other very fun things you can do without breaking the law. However, if certain drugs become legal, then as long as you are being responsible with it, you are your own person. However, I don't really think that it's a good idea. But hey, that's personal preference. I'm not going to judge anyone who has, because even my fiance has. I didn't say that. Not on YouTube. But yeah. So obviously I don't judge. Makeup is so much fun, but at the same time so hard sometimes, because I'm like, I want it to be perfect. Yes, I did stay with the kilt, I'm glad. Or it's not technically a kilt, it's like a little skirt, but I counted it as a kilt to go with her husband Shrek. And if we do like their love interests, I'm totally making Shrek. He's going to be a green alien, and that's gonna be like how they're different races and stuff like that. Okay, here we ended. I did kind of ramble a little bit. That's kind of like a theme for these. I also gave you some information that you might or might not have known And so, yeah, I will see you in my next one. I believe it's, and I could be saying this wrong. I'm probably saying this wrong, actually. Because I haven't seen The Black Cauldron in like 5 years. Actually, no longer than that. I think I haven't seen it since I was a little girl. And I didn't like the antagonist, who was like that giant skeleton, or not giant, but the Skeleton King. And I thought he was really creepy. And it was around the time that I started watching, or I watched the Last Unicorn, and I got really creeped out by the tree. Out of all of that, I got creeped out by the tree, who was like, oh, hello. And talking to him while, like, he had 2 knots inside of the tree, and he was, like, smushed in. Obviously, it was supposed to be boobs, okay? You can very clearly tell that those 2 knots in the tree were supposed to be boobs, and he was, like, pulling the kid closer, using his boobs, saying about how much he loved this wizard. And it creeped me out as a kid. I don't know why, but I was really creeped out by that. I had nightmares about trees trying to smush me in between their knots, and I haven't watched it. And how do you know I have psychological problems about trees and their knots? So yeah, I will see you in my next episode, or CAS episode, I guess, with... I'm gonna completely screw this up. But her name is Elanui. I really hope I'm totally not saying that right. I'm gonna figure out how to say this for the next episode, and I will see you later.